All right, boys and girls, we are out here on the range here tonight. As you can tell, it's getting dark, and we're at twilight right now. It's going to be completely black here very shortly. And today's topic, we're going to be talking about night sights, lights, flashlights, and weapon lights. Which do you need and why? And that's coming up right here, right now on the VSO Gun Channel. Okay, so the misconception about weapon lights, handheld lights, and the night sights is that they all do the same job. And actually, they do 3 independent jobs, and they do not overlap very much. So let's start out with just night sights. What I have here is a set of XS big dot sights, and they are glowing pretty good. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not, but we'll make sure that we roll in something tight. What night sights are for is lining up your sights with the target not illuminated. So let's say, for instance, I got 4 bad guys out there. We'll say that they're all hostile. I know that they're all hostile for some reason or other, whatever the parameters are. Maybe I'm just a competition shooter or something like that. I know that those are all bad guys. I can line up my sights on those targets and shoot them. That one on the far right's a short-range rifle target. It doesn't ring very much. I'm not sure if you guys could hear that or not. But without illuminating the targets, I was able to use their silhouette, use the sights to see them, and then shoot them. What I have here is a Glock 19. They have similar sights from XS on them, but it also has a TLR1 HL on here. This is a weapon light, and what this thing is here for is being able to line up the sights, then illuminate the target. But line up the sights, shoot the target, line up my sights, shoot the target, line up my sights, shoot the target. You guys get the idea. The only problem with that is, what if there are friendlies intermixed? You can't just point your gun at everything. And in my opinion, weapon lights are actually a problem. What we have here is a Surefire. This is one of their IntelliBeam offerings, so it's really bright down there, but then when I go like that, it meters down. The purpose of a handheld light is to be able to illuminate a target without pointing your weapon light at them. You can't, just because you have a weapon light on the end of this gun doesn't mean you can use it as a flashlight. Remember, the 4 rules of firearm safety always apply. If I'm not sure if those are all bad guys or not, I can't just point this gun down range and then illuminate, oh, not supposed to point it at that person. And I don't actually carry any weapon lights on my guns because weapon lights tend to turn into flashlights at the most inopportune moment. So I use a handheld light and night sights, kind of like this. As you can see. So what we have here is, we have behind us a target discrimination drill. We have 4 targets that are numbered individually, and the cameraman is going to shout out a letter, and then we're going to shoot those things using the techniques that we have here in front of us. All right, Wombat is going to run the target discrimination drill that we have here. He's going to start out with just the TP9 SFX with the night sights and the Surefire there, the handheld. And then we'll do some other stuff, and then we'll go to the actual weapon light, and we'll see why that becomes a cluster here in a second. But what he's going to do is, I'm going to call a target. We'll say X for the heck of it. He'll illuminate the target, right? Find it, turn the beam off, step out of the beam where he was, reorient himself in such a way that he can see the target with no friendlies behind it or anything. He'll acquire the target with his sights, and then he'll re-illuminate it and shoot it. And then he'll step out of the beam. He'll then step out of the beam and wait for the next call. So that's the way it'll look. So here we go. We're going to go with O. Good. Got him. Step out of the beam. Z. Good. X. Good. And I don't remember what the other target's letter is, so we're going to call that good. So that is the target discrimination drill with just those two pieces, right? So hold that aside. Let's actually see if we can see the night sights just by themselves. Yeah, they glow pretty good. Let's go ahead and pick up a weapon light here and see how this becomes a little bit more complicated, so to speak. Hey, you still need that handheld light. Still got to have that handheld light. You can't point that gun at indiscriminate things, right? So you still have to illuminate with that. Then move offline. Find the target again. Now you can use your weapon light. Right? No, what's the problem there? What's the problem there? Go ahead and leave it on. Turn it on. Leave it on.
My finger is not on the trigger.
Yeah, the momentary on the side of this, on the side of this, has to be operated with your trigger finger. Right? That's no good. Well, what if you wanted to do momentary with the with your left hand? Well, you've got a light in your left hand. You have to have this, right? You have to have this light. Like, there's no choice. So you can't run your hand on the side where the momentary mode is because you've got that in your hand.
Octopus.
Yeah. So, all right, let's try this drill for real this time. And real quick, I'm going to run up and figure out what this other letter is because I couldn't remember it last time.
V.
Yeah, it's a V. X, V, Z, and O. Okay.
VXZO.
Yeah, I don't know who wrote on those targets. Was that me?
This guy.
Yep. V. X. Z. Lots of dancing. You've used that light a lot. Step out of the light. Yep. Oh! Got him. X. End drill. Okay, how was that?
It's a little complicated.
Yeah, a little complicated, right?
I remember when we kind of discussed what we were going to do today, he's explained it to me, and everything makes perfect logical sense. It's just that it's complicated. It takes time. There's a little bit of coordination going on there.
Yeah, so do you think it's easier with just one light or to manage two?
It's definitely easier with just one. I couldn't even try to manage this thing that's on the gun at all. And one thing that's important that I now looking back on it realize is once you position yourself to shoot using your offhand for support, you got to remember if there are more targets out there, you don't want to point the gun at them. And I think I did that at least once where he had me reacquire a target and I still had my weapon up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to remember to go back to kind of a neutral position where your gun's down and just use that light. So I know I think I made that mistake at least once there. It's gonna take a good bit of effort and time, but
it's
definitely a viable set of techniques.
Yeah, it is not easy. That is for sure. But you know, a lot of people like the weapon light on the end of their gun. Hey, if it works for you, it works for you. But keep in mind, you have to have that handheld light no matter what. I got a lot of flack a few months ago for saying that you have to carry a light with your gun. A lot of people misinterpreted that as you have to carry a light on your gun. Absolutely not. You do not have to carry a light on your gun, but you have to carry a light with you. And I choose the handheld and night sights. So anyway, that's all for us here at the VSO Gun Channel. Thanks for checking out all this stuff with us. If you want any of the products that you saw here featured here today, any of the accessories, the lights, the night sights, any lasers or lights or anything like that, Optics Planet has all that stuff, and we work directly with them. We don't get any kickbacks from them, but you guys get a discount. Enter the VSO code down in the description box below, and you guys can get a discount on your entire order. I think it's like 5%. That's just us giving back to you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you learned something. If you did, hit that subscribe button down below. Share it with your friends. Maybe they'll enjoy it too. And we're out. I can. Can you see anything?
Negative.
No, you can't see anything. So
I am able to see 4 black silhouettes.
I mean, as far as like sights are concerned, like if you throw your sights up, can you see anything?
I'll turn my RMR off for that.
Yeah, let's just try the iron sights. So you got nothing on
Absolutely nothing.
Okay, so I want you to now turn on your light. Right? Now do.
Look at that in a dome piece. That's all she wrote. Right in the face. Dusty out here. Look at that. This is the tail.
Show me.